Hello, hello everyone. Long time no see. How's everyone been doing? Just thought I would hop on today. My algorithm's probably blown all to heck in a handbasket, and that's fine. It's no one's fault but mine. But when you hop on, could you please say hello so I know my comments are working? I'm going to go ahead and flutter myself out. Flutter is my code word for S-H-A-R-E because, you know, Facebook doesn't like it when we use those words. And if for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tiffany. I'm a beauty influencer with Pharmacy. I'll use whatever products that I have at this time. I'm still building that supply, so some things that I use will not be Pharmacy. However, I will not be holding them up. So there's that. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to flutter myself into a couple groups while you guys hop on. I see there's 3 of you here. Say hello, tell us where you're from, what are you doing, what's your plans for this afternoon, late into tonight. If you're like me, hopefully bed very soon. Do you see how tired and hooded my eyes look today? So we're probably gonna have a lot of trouble. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that now. I'm not used to doing makeup on hooded eyes, so this should be fun. Hello, Rochelle, thank you. How are you doing? I'm just fluttering myself into a few groups to give you guys some time to hop on. Because, you know, sometimes Facebook just does whatever it wants to do. The brows are already done. I've concealed my eyelids and gotten them ready for eyeshadow. There's no secret there. Everyone knows that that's generally how I do it. I just can't do my brows good live. It makes my nerves crazy. It makes my nerves a little bit crazy. And I feel that it just adds an unnecessary 20 minutes to the live. So for time's sake, we do them off camera. Got a little coffee and hot cocoa here. So when you hop on, say hello. Yeah, that's my little wintertime mix. I don't even know if I want to do tape. My eyes are so hooded. Do you see how hooded they are? They're swollen. That's what happens when you're an insomniac. Your eyes swell and look like poop-a-doop. I really need some Botox in a box in my life. We have this amazing little thing. It's called Botox in a box. It lasts us for like 8 hours while you wear your makeup. It's super quick absorbing. And it just gives everything a nice little lift from what I've heard about it. I'm super excited to try it when I can. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. I didn't even pull my brushes out, y'all. I thought I had my life together today, but apparently not. So hold up. Give me a minute. It's nothing new. We all know I'm a hot mess express since it's in the title. I've not been live in a few days. I've just not been feeling myself. Kind of down in the dumps. And I didn't want to spread any negativity or my poop-a-doop attitude, because that's kind of where I was. Don't know why, no reason really, just, you know, it happens. It happens. That's the thing about depression. It just hits when you don't expect it, because that's how it is. So, got some brushes pulled. I got a hand mirror, because, you know, I'm 40 and half blind, and let's figure out what the heck we're gonna do. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go into a light pink shade. It is not Pharmacy, so don't ask, because I won't tell. Let's just get some pink going. I'm feeling like a smoky pink shade, y'all, and you're barely gonna be able to see this. I want to go kind of light today. I don't want to go super crazy because, like I said, my eyes are super hooded. But I still want to, like, have a little drama to it. I don't know if that's humanly possible, but we'll figure it out as we go. Now, this is just going to be a light transitional shade. We're actually going to put something else up here in just a minute. So you'll be thinking, wow, that's really, like, barely there. That's the great thing about gradients. You want it to be barely there and then get darker as it goes into the crease that is just barely on my face today, because my eyes are so swollen. Not been sleeping good, you know. Cat life. Always messing with my tree. Here's a great idea. I've tried a lot of the little gimmicks that everybody's saying. The Bragg vinegar, the lemon, and It's like some weird concoction. You put it all together. Turmeric in a spray bottle. Spray a tree. Didn't work. Did the aluminum foil under the tree skirt. That actually kind of works, because then they decide to shred the aluminum foil into about a bazillion pieces all over your living room. And foil is actually, they don't want you to put tinsel and stuff on your trees. Had I read this before, I probably wouldn't have even put it under my tree skirt, because they supposedly don't like the sound. But foil, like tinsel and things like that, they can't digest it. So it's actually kind of dangerous. So hopefully we get out unscathed and everyone lives through it. So be careful about what you choose to do with your fur critters to keep them away from your tree. So nothing's working. They are damned and determined they're going to mess with my tree. And you know what? I'm not losing my sleep over it no more. This is just a little bit darker of like a dusty pink. We're gonna just kind of tap her in there. Hey, Tanya. So the eyes are super hella swollen from a lack of sleep. Worrying over it, and I'm just not gonna worry over it no more. Thanks, babe. Fluttered like 20 times for you, doll. Thank you so much, Rochelle. You're my hero. Like I said, because I've not been doing my lives very often. I'm literally, I think I might have done 2 last week, and this is only the second one for this week. Am I doing okay? That is always a hard question to answer, because here's the deal. It's a loaded question. When you ask someone how they're doing, they're either going to be 110% honest and blunt, or they're going to whine. I don't want to do either, so I really don't want to answer that question. I really don't want to answer that question for the sake of not wanting to be grumbly and bitchy. Because listen, here's the deal. I'm not in an immense amount of pain. I'm just super fatigued because I'm not getting enough sleep in between the cats and the tree. And just dealing with one of the horrible things about lupus is you just can't wind down. You can't shut it off. Sleeping is very rare. And when you do sleep, you're basically dead. So there's that. There's really no icing. You can't sugarcoat crap, because it's still crap at the end of the day. I don't really like answering that question, how have you been? So I'm going to say fine. I'm doing fine. It could be better. That's how I'm going to answer that. For sake of not wanting to sound like a little whiner. Thank you, girlfriend. All your prayers are super appreciated. Like I said, we're just dabbling in some pinks. I don't really know where I'm going with this eye look, so if you want to stick around for the party, just say #party below. If you're new, #new, tell us where you're from if you don't mind. And if you're a beauty influencer, just #BI below. You're just here for the support and the party. You like my new nails? Actually, they look like crap, but thank you. Camera makes them look really good. They really don't look that good in person, to be honest. But I'm super brutal when it comes to my nails. That's why I never could find a nail tech that I liked. To be honest, I painted them. I tried to do gold tips on them to be a little festive, and the gold wouldn't dry. And it looked like crap, so I just filed it back off and put a clear coat on them and said, screw it. I'm not doing anything else to them. So that is just the color of the polygel formula that I use to do my nails. And that's it. That's all. This is not super pink looking, but it's fine. We're going to smoke her up, I think. So how have you guys been? That's enough about me. How have you been? What have you been doing? How is your world? I'm going to go into a little, I don't know, it's like a burgundy shade. We're just going to bring her a little darker in here. Here's the thing, if you got hooded eyes, you don't really want to like do this. while you're doing your, I can't even lift the hoods that are on here right now. You don't really want to do that because then you can't see where you're putting everything. You just want to kind of just leave it like it is and just get it in there. Get that, really press that brush into that crease and then pull up. And you want to hold it way back here. So it's kind of light, but not when you're in that crease. It's super hard to describe. Waiting on my order so I can do more lives. I know, girlfriend. I can't do it so much right now. Going hunting Saturday. It's either sex. I can't wait. Awesome. I'll be rooting for you because this chick ain't about to go sit in no cold. Because her and the cold don't get along. If we get any, it's because the hubby bear goes and gets it. I believe my hunting days have retired. I'm not going to sit out there and hurt my body freezing to death unless he wants to hook up a buddy heater for me. I'll be cheering him on from the sidelines. I only have your samples for now. Girl, those samples are amazing though. They will go a long way. You can get by 3 days. About 3 days with those BBCCs and all those things. And the little lippy sticks. Just use whatever else you have and just tell them, this is what I have, this is what I'm going to use. I don't have all the things. I don't let it stop me from doing my lives. Here's the thing. I don't even have the new eyeshadow palettes that just released. I don't have a lot of our skincare. I'm slowly going to do what I can without breaking the bank or my family, if that makes any sense. I made that mistake with my last MLM. Just completely jumped in head first. Took a lot away from bill money and things like that. And that's like the dumbest thing to do, but that's what I did. I admit it. That was my mistake and no one else's. I'm not even blaming the company for it, but if you got to have it to show it, and I didn't have it, so I did what I could do. I'm going to try to go live in like an hour. Awesome. I'm rooting for you. All right. I know you guys are thinking, how much longer is this chick going to ramble? Probably the entire time. If you don't like ramblers, I'm probably not the one for you. I'm going to take like this smoky silvery shade. It's really close to the same color as my sweatshirt. I'm rocking the sweats and the pajama bottoms just because I can. That's the great thing about working from home, ladies. You can be business up top or as close to business as you want and party down south. You could be sitting here buck naked from the waist down and no one would know as long as you don't get up. Just don't forget and get up. Okay, that's the great thing about doing something like this. And you can totally do this part-time. You can totally be all in, girl boss and all the things. You can totally do it however you want. You'll have your own. You're going to pay $20, basically $19.99 for your sample pack to get you started. And it's pretty amazing what you get for 20 bucks with that sample pack. And your own website. And I'll be there if you're interested to help you, train you, and mold you to be whatever it is you want to be. If you just want to do it for a little side hustle, we can totally get together and work out a plan for you. And if you want to do it full time, girl, I'm even here for you with that. If you don't want to do it at all and you just want to do it for the discount, it's fine. Here's the thing. I decided I was going to try the $20 kit and see where it goes. And then I ended up loving I love everything that I got. My foundation, my setting powder, all the things. And I'm slowly building. I've not had anything so far that I don't love. Like, there's some things that have little hang-ups, but you're going to have hang-ups with any brand that you use. It doesn't matter if you can make it work. And for the affordability and the quality of these products, I make it work for me. Sometimes you just got to play with things and get used to them. So I don't have anything that I hate. I'll just put it that way. The only thing that I do have that I'm not that super crazy about are those little eyeshadow trios. That's why you've not really seen me use them anymore. I still have them. They're just, the payout's not as great as I thought. But I'm seeing these new eyeshadow palettes, and they are thebombdiggity.com. I'm super jelly of all who have already gotten theirs. And maybe one day when I grow up, I can be just like them. All right, Smokey-esque pink. That's about good for that. We're going to cut the crease. You're very welcome. My sinuses are all boogered up. I don't like it. All right, so I'm just going to go into a super white concealer. Super white. She's super white. She's non-pharmacy. We're going to cut the crease. If you hear me say she's non-pharmacy, that means I'm not going to tell you whence she came from. It is hella quiet in my house. That movie must have went off. And Doodlebug's in his room. This is super hard to do when your eyelids are swollen. So if you have super hooded eyelids, just really press into that crease. Find the top of your actual eyeball. And then I just tap on the outer corner just to help that fade. And while she's tacky, I'm going to do something on our eyelids. On our eyelids. I'm actually going to go into the Beautiful palette. I'm going to use this pinky shade right here. And then, depending on how that looks, we'll go from there. Hey, Rachel. How are you doing? Now, you can totally dampen your pigment to get more payout. I'm not going to do that today. This is a little dark, so we're going to have to go into something a lot lighter. This is way darker than the pink on my shirt. Fluttered, thank you, love. How is my Rach doing? How have you been? Where you been? What you been doing? All right, let's find a lighter, an even lighter shimmer. Yeah, we'll use that one. Let's see. Yeah. Fluttered. Thank you so much. Back into a super light, shimmery pinker shade. We're just going to take that all the way across, I think. Good, how are you? I'm alive. I'm alive. That's all. Like, here's the thing. Unless I'm cleaning, I don't really have anything fancy smancy to report, which with these cats tearing up my Christmas tree and all attempts to keep them out of it, I've been doing a lot of that. It's going to be stressful for a little bit, but they'll grow and they'll learn. They're basically just cat toddlers. And as much as I would love to just like cause bodily harm, some days that's not my style. I love animals, and I was the one who took the one in and my husband took the other one in. So we made our bed. We're going to lay in it. I would never get rid of an animal just because it wasn't doing what I needed it to do. And you just gotta be patient. You can't get rid of your kids if they don't do what you want them to do. You gotta hang on to them and keep loving them. And I don't see my fur babies any different. So they're just gonna have to get older and wiser. And until then, they may not like life very much. Because they're going to learn. Which doesn't mean like animal abuse or anything. So if they get in trouble. I really like that pink. I didn't think I would because I'm not a pink girl. If you've been following me for a while, you know this. Just started to feel better yesterday. My allergies have been kicking my butt, girlfriend. You ain't lying. Ever since I bought our Christmas stuff in, I ain't been feeling it either. So I feel you. I feel you, girlfriend. My allergies have been a little bonkers as well. They've been a little bonkers. We're going to go into a bone shade. Bone shade. And here's the dealio. I do this because, one, it's fleshy tone. Two, anywhere where my gradient is not exactly precise, this is gonna help fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. You see that line right there? Watch this. Flip it. Like I said, we're just going for a nice light, but it's still pretty with a little bit of drama look today. Y'all know I'm a little extra. Probably do a nude, maybe a nude glossy lip today. I'm not much of a gloss girl, but I'm telling you, I'm loving the nudes lip gloss box. They're super pigmented, so even like when you smoke and drink and all the things, yeah, you have little prints and stuff like that. But the pigment never leaves. Like, it doesn't leave. Plus, I put it over a lipstick as well. Generally is how I do it. You see how hooded my eyes looks like? It's sad. It's so sad. My eyeball is so mad at me. And it's probably because of, like Rachel said, allergies. Allergies. Can we fix just this area? Just a little bit. Like I told you, look straight when you're dealing with like some hoodedness, ladies. Look straight. Try not to raise your brow. Do so expressionless as possible. That is like the key to them hooded eyes. It's so hard with this eyebrow because it kind of does its own thing. You can just touch it in the nerve. You can watch it. It just goes wink, wink, wink. Like, who's trying to join my video? There's like some kind of one thing. I don't know what that is. But I'm not touching it. Ain't nobody trying to come in my live. Hello, Linda. Alright, so that's going to do it for the eyeshadow. I know I'm super picky, you guys, and it takes forever. I apologize. Let's take the tape off and let's start working on the rest of this eye so we can move along and I'm not taking up your whole day or afternoon. Alright, so we're going to take the Eye Express pencil. If you're squeamish about eyeballs, you might want to look away for this part. I pin my lashes because it just makes it simpler for me. I make less of a mess. You hit it by accident. Oh, girl, it's okay. Shish happens. That's life. That's why Forrest Gump put it on a t-shirt. It happens. I'm a pretty forgiving person when it comes to accidents. See how much thicker the lash line looks when you do that? See the difference? It's not like all gross and pink under your lash line, because when you go in and do your regular liner, there won't be that annoying little pink line between your liquid liner. I don't know, it's natural, but you know, doesn't mean I have to like it. I really kind of dig it in my lashes. I noticed was it yesterday when I did my makeup and I chose not to go live and I just had some me time. I could still see like pink in there. All right, I need to pause for the calls. Please hold. All right, so I'm going to give this ink liner a good shake. Make sure it's all shaken down. I've been having trouble with this one. Turns out I think I got sent a faulty one, but it's fine. I've used it for so long now, there's no sense in sending it back. That would be a waste of my time and theirs. So, this is generally a pretty juicy liner. Like I said though, I think I got a faulty one. Let's see how she does today. Nice thin line at the lash line. Hello, Ashley. See how easy that was? Wasn't she juicy? Juicy. Juicy ink liner. I'm trying to decide, do I really want to do a wing today? I don't know. I don't know. Probably will. I don't feel like I look great without wings. How have you been, Ashley? How is life treating you, my love? Okay, we're going to give her another shake and we're going to do some wings. I was freezing before I came live. Now the snowman and my ring light is heating it up in this small room and I'm starting to get hot. So now my nose is going to run. Ooh, I shook her too much. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Da, 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 da. I just keep cleaning the tip off on the lid. Everybody, hello, hello. If you're new, say hashtag new. I am with Pharmacy. I'm using our ink liner right now. She is amazeballs. If you are looking for a good ink liner, just know you can get her half off when you become a beauty influencer and make 50% commission on all your sales when you choose to get your sample box. I'm working with some really hooded eyes today, you guys, because they're super swollen. I am kind of taking my time. Here's the thing to remember about hooded eyes. If you take it too deep, it's going to look like a check mark. You don't want Nike checks. You want wings. I'm trying to keep my wing little today, which I'm not used to doing. We don't want her to be wonky and crazy. Don't mind me. Just some wing issues and my OCD. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're going to call it a day with that, and we're going to go ahead and move into coverage. I have got to, do I have any tissues in here? Hold up, y'all. It's one of those days my nose is like running because of allergies. I feel like I need a plug in my nose, and my nose is all swollen, my eyes are swollen, everything's swollen. It sucks. And before anything says it's the Rona, no, it's not. I haven't left my house. So there's that. All right. Let's just do some coverage and call it a day. We're going to go into the BB. I'm going to use medium to dark. Let's see how she does. Our BB cream is the bomb.com. It is a lightweight formula. It's going to help cover up your pores with, cover up any imperfections without clogging your pores. And it's a semi-matte. So I'll probably use a little bit of the Stay Matte foundation with this as well. So don't be shook when you see me do that. We're just going to take a little bit here. These sample packs will last forever. This is actually one from my kit. It's actually one from my kit, Rochelle. And here's the thing. I've used everything from light to the medium to darks, and they still have worked out on me. So they, I don't know, it's like smart makeup. It's like really smart. It's not, I don't know even how else to describe it. With my beauty blender. We're going to blend this out first, and then we'll go back and I'll probably touch up with some, yeah, with some Stay Matte. Because that is not going to be enough coverage for moi. I just wanted to show you a little bit goes a long way. You see that right there? Just that little bit is still offering quite a bit of coverage for a BB. I mean, you can even go in heavier. I just chose not to because I know I'm going to use Stay Matte. I just wanted something light to still offer a little moisture. Da, 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 da. Amazing, right? So that sample pack will get you through, girl. It'll get you through quite a bit until even your sample pack arrives. Or, you know, your other products, whatever. Totally lost track of, you already have your sample pack. You're waiting on your first order. So, just that little bit really does a lot. And you can up that and use it as your only coverage if you choose. Or if you just like a light coverage, this would be amazing for someone who likes that. I'm all about cover the whole thing, because here I have a lot of scars, I have a lot of hyperpigmentation, and baby hairs apparently. And baby hairs, we ain't covering those though. We just got to get them out the way. So I'm really going to pat that in, and we're going to add some Stay Matte in the shade 03. You really want to shake any of these products. Here's the deal. This is not bad. This is $12.90 even for customers. And this is also basically the same thing. It's a lightweight foundation. It's not going to clog your pores. And it sees a sebum control because I'm an oily skin girl. I still need moisture here, so that's why I did go in with the BB, even though I didn't have to on my forehead, because that's generally the first place. Right here is where I get oily first, and then in around the nose. My chin used to, but because of the discoid lesions here, it stays dry now as well. So we're just going to take very little of 03 in the Stay Matte, and we're going to place it right in the center of the face and build her outwards. And this is not bad though. $12.90 for 1 fluid ounce, which I believe across the board is generally like the typical. Where did all that come from? I I just got a shit ton of, I hate wasting product. Anyway, I believe that's like the average across the board for most foundations is like 1 fluid ounce. And if you're a beauty influencer, girlfriend, it's half that. It's half that. So I'm just saying, if you think you can't, we still got too much. Do you see this? A little bit goes a long way. And here's the thing about pharmacy. I was like, how is it so affordable, but it's still so good? They legit cut out the middleman. They do all their own packaging. They do everything in a pharmaceutical grade facility on their own. And there's a department for each thing. They literally have been in business for 80 years. Dr. C. Tuna is the one who came up with the formula, and his family continued to go to school and learn the formulations and all the things so that they could continue the business even after his demise, because of course he did pass away, I think in 2012, somewhere in there. I don't remember when he died, but anyway, he passed away, and the family is continuing their brand. And so they do all their own packaging. They concentrate on formulas that are super healthy for your skin. And if a product's not good, they pull it off the line right then, right there. They don't even send it to you. Unlike other businesses, they'll create something, they'll know that it's not quite right, and they'll just continue to make adjustments until they get it right, and then they still send it out. And that's annoying. That is so annoying. Here's the thing, when you get a product, you want to know it's good. You don't want to have to send it back. And here's the thing, if you don't like it, you can. There's a 30-day guarantee, you guys. 30-day. I'm just being super careful and super anal about my coverage today. I don't know why. And I hit my brow. Okay, so once you get that done, you want to do your under eye highlight. I'm going to go in with the full coverage liquid concealer. Pulled the plug off of mine, so it looks a little trashy. Yours will have a plug and it won't look so trashy. This is in the shade Light Ivory 03. We're probably going to use a lot of concealer because you see this situation, correct? Here, I'm going to take a mirror so I can actually look up. I did this yesterday. This little look up trick. It really helps. So if you're experiencing any like fine lines in your makeup or anything like that, you just want to look up into a mirror like these. So you can really get everything in there, and then do the same thing when you set. So you can really get that powder into the concealer. And then you can rake away any excess. Like use that little brush, make sure I get in that corner. What are y'all's plans for dinner? A lot of you going out, or you staying in? And if there's any new corona rules that I'm unaware of, it's because I don't watch the news. So, and if I see a post about it on Facebook, I keep scrolling because I'm sick of hearing it. Just saying. So if there's any like new things going on government affiliated wise, this chick don't know. So don't come at me because I'm not paying attention to any of it. I shut it down. I shut down the Rona. I don't want to know. I don't want to know the numbers. I don't want to know what's going on. I should probably want to be a little more informed, but here's the deal. I stay home most of the time, so as does my son, unless he's going to virtual learning. I mean, in-person learning. He only goes 2 days a week, so until they, like, take him back out of school, I have no idea what's going on with that stupid thing. I like to highlight up through the center of the face too. Really opens and brightens things up. Especially when you're a mommy like me. Mom be for mom. I gotta be really careful through here because I usually screw up my brows. Right in the center if I'm not careful. And then I make it look like a little sun rays right here in the center of my face. My hubby bear's home. What is your guys' one like major go-to, can't live without makeup product? Is it concealer? Is it mascara? Is it like a lipstick? What is your like one major must-have? Like, I have to have all the things, but that's just me. All right, so we're going to go into the transparent powder. This does have a little bit of flashback, it appears, when you first put it on. But I'm telling you, that goes away. It doesn't stick around, especially when you go back and swipe this away. Just a little FYI, it will look white just like it does in the pan. But then when you sweep it away, it doesn't. I don't know, it's weird. But all their products are amazing, you guys. They have a great fresh smell about them. I don't like anything stinky, especially if it's going on my face. And once I get done setting this concealer like this, I kind of brush a little bit all over just to help my contour go a little smoother. Where did everybody go? Somebody ring the dinner bell? What happened? We went from 14 to 3 in 2.5 seconds. Where's everybody going? Am I that boring? What's going on? Like, if you want to talk about something other than what I'm doing to my face, we gotta work on this conversation thing here. If you interact with me, I interact with you. Otherwise, I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. We can talk about anything. You can talk about anything you want to talk about. How's your Christmas shopping going? Are you done? Are you halfway there? Or have you not even started? I'm in the not even participated yet column. I'm in that column. All right, once you've got everything nice and set, you can contour. You can go in and contour. All right, Peach Pie palette. She's my friend. And sculpting palette, which I've been using to hold this whole time. I go into the Peach Pie darkest shade first. This is your contour highlight blush. And then the sculpting palette, 3-in-1. This is a contour, a medium shade, and a flesh tone. So I go in between these. You don't have to have all of those, but I'm a lazy girl. I don't like to blend too much. I'll just layer until I get it where I want it. Is that an appropriate way to do it? Probably not. And I love it because it is buildable. You're not just going chalking down into one super dark shade. You can slowly build her as dark as you want her. Now I'll go over to the sculpting. Into that mid shade. Just coming up and around. I'm going to take a little bit, go back into the peach palette, and just on each side of the forehead. Jolene. Hola.
Hi, Mama.
Who is it?
Me.
What, your hair? Have you brushed your hair today?
No, not yet.
I didn't think so. It's a good thing y'all don't do Zooms.
Only YBA does Zooms.
Good.
Unless we call for a Zoom.
Unless you call for one.
Yeah, because if you need help on something, you can say, I need a Zoom to help me.
Oh. Oh, is that what you avoid doing?
Yeah, I don't really like doing Zooms.
Sorry, you guys. We're just going up here with the sculpting palette and contouring the nose. What you doing, buddy? Are you done? Hey, I don't get a hug, a kiss, nothing. You're gonna come in here and interrupt my life, and then you're just gonna bounce. Sorry, you guys. That's my little man. I guess he missed me. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to say hi to you guys. Ah, heat. My feet are freezing, you guys. I have super thick woolly socks on and my feet are still frozen. So, has anybody ever considered doing what it is that I do? If not, it's okay. And if you don't want to say, that's fine. Just know you can always message me if you have questions, but you don't want to ask them here. I'm just going to go into that fleshy tone and help blend the craziness on my nose. Always like reset the center. Sorry, my husband's taking out the trash or something. Hey, babe. Hey. Love you. And we're just gonna blend. And then we're gonna blush. Blend and blush and all that shush. Everybody must be getting kicked out, or they're navigating between me and someone else. So we'll go up and then we'll go down. We'll go up and then we'll go down. When you hop on, make sure you say hello so I know that you're there. As soon as I can start doing more giveaways, I would love to. Because I love showing you guys appreciation for your help. Just not in a place to be able to do so right now. Alright, let's blush. Blush! I'm not going to use the peach palette today. I'm going to use a different blush because she's pink. Amazing. Thank you. I need to get some of our blushers too. Who am I kidding? I need a lot of things. I need a lot of things. If you guys would like to help me be able to build my collection, work on your collection, and I'll be able to build mine too. And if you want to get half off of yours as well, 20 bucks. It's pretty simple. It's pretty clean, cut and dry. And there's no strings. Like you're not required to do anything you don't want to do. Alright, and dust the brows. We're gonna go back to the under eye. I believe. We're going to use the burgundy shade on the under eye. Ooh, that's the wrong brush. Don't do that, girlfriend. Don't do that. This is called a smudge brush. I'm going to go in here and do just that. Smudge the lower lash line with that burgundy shade that we used earlier. Up here. And I don't think we're going to put a black liner on the bottom today. I usually do, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to go into that little pinky shade used on top, and we're just going to dust that right below it. Kind of help it transition. You don't have to put in this much effort on your lower lash line if you don't want to. I just prefer to. I think it looks really nice, and it just pulls the upper lid and the lower lid together. All right, we want to highlight real quick too. I'm going to use this eyeshadow. And then we'll go over to the peach palette like I usually do. I love that little highlight right there. It really brings everything together. I'm actually going to do a little bit right there too. And we'll go into the Peach Pie palette to get that gold. We'll mix those two. I need to get more of a highlight palettes. Oh, hello. Holy crap, we might have to tone that down. I ain't trying to be seen from the moon. I'm just going to be sitting watching TV. Alright, I lied. I said I wasn't going to line the lower, but I think it looks weird, so I'm going to do it. That's better. That's more better. like to just kind of smudge it down. Before she dries though. There we go. There we go. And I got eyeshadow all up in my eyeballs. And I don't have any Q-tips in here. Great, 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 great. All right, let's clean up these eyeshadow brushes and let's do lashes and lips, and I will get out of y'all's hair for the day. I appreciate those of you who have hopped on. If you end up catching this on the replay, meaning this live light up here is no longer there, make sure you say hashtag tardy to the party or hashtag replay, whatever floats your boat. I will come back and say hello to you. And thank you for hopping on. And make sure you even flutter, aka share on the replay. My nose has got to stop running. Below the Jesus. Okay, fine. Sorry. Getting mad at my little setup. Alright, let's curl the lashes and let's build up some incredible lashes. Lashes, lashes, lashes. Here's the thing. I don't wear fake lashes, so I use quite a bit of mascara. So I need an affordable mascara. I don't need one that's like, I don't know, $30, $40. So that's what I use. Since the hair is falling, we're just going to pull it down. So this one right here is amazing. It's called the Zen. She's only like $8, $9. And if you're a beauty influencer, it's even less. So just keep that in mind. And she is amazing. Even all on her own. I use a combo. I use this one and the deep black usually. We might just do the Zen today though. We'll see how it goes if my lashes are behaving or not. Sometimes it takes more than one formula. We even have a new mascara for all of you gluten-free peeps out there. We have a green mascara, and it's not actually the color green. When I say green, I mean gluten-free. So, she's an even greener option. I can hear myself, Andrew. Lord Jesus. My husband is watching my live, and I can hear myself talking. I hate it. I can't help it. You're standing in the room right next to me and I can hear myself. I don't like it. Just using the Zen. I'm very... You're headed out to hunt? Okay. Have a good hunt. Or nap. Whatever it works out to be. Isn't it raining? I thought I heard rain. This freezer noises are really getting on my nerves. If you hear those crazy noises, it sounds like my belly growling. I promise it's not. It's that freezer behind me. All right, let's do the bottom lashes. I love the Zen for the bottom lashes. No matter what mascara I use the Zen on the bottom. For me, it just brings out my bottom lashes the absolute best. There is something on my contact messing with my vision. Isn't it raining, babe?
It ain't supposed to get nasty till about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
We're supposed to have heavy rain and 30-mile-an-hour winds
Oh, great.
from 9 to 3. So tonight ought to be fun.
Sounds like it.
I love you.
I love you. That makes me nervous. I hope we don't lose power. Here lately, every time we have a lot of wind and rain, we end up losing power, and it's too cold for that right now, so y'all pray if it gets nasty tonight, we don't lose power. Just taking time and really combing through those lashes. Alrighty, I'm barely gonna dust the tips with the deep black, and we'll be done with lashes. I know this is a super boring part. A lot of people generally leave during this portion, and it's fine. I get it. Damn, messed my whole eyelid up. Oh well. There we go. Oh, girl, look at them. Why can't these lay like that? You see what I'm saying? One set of eyelashes looks really good, and the other side, I think it's because this is the side that I sleep on. I'm just really like trying to comb through. There we go. Give it a little wiggle. That helped it. Sometimes you gotta put a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, let's see if I can fix this screw up on my lid real quick. Nice coarse brush. After she dries, swipe it away. Swipe it away now. All right, stop it. This freaking set of lashes is getting on my nerves. Okay. Nobody move. I think I got it. I think I fixed it. Oh, I screwed this one up. Everybody must be super busy, or I must be like watching paint dry. I don't know which one it is. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna press just a little bit, make sure the curl is nice and set, make sure my lashes stay upright where I want them to. I just give them a little press like that while they're still a little tacky. And let's do a lippy. Let's do a lippy. Yeah. Should we do Au Naturel or should we do Brave? Let's do Au Naturel today. And we're gonna put a lip gloss over it. Everybody is super quiet. Super duper quiet. And we'll probably use satin pink over her. My cats are wigging out for some reason. I think because they know their dad went out. I'm going to go in here with 201. Actually, I think I might just color my whole lip with this lip liner and then do a gloss over it. Just line it real thick. And line it really thick like this. And I'm going to take a little bit of concealer to the center. I need to get that skin. Liquid Liffy. How Liquid Liffy called it skin. I need to get that. A lot of that concealer right there. And then we'll go over it with lip gloss. So we'll still have the lightest part in the center and the darkest part on the outside. She cute. I like it. I like that lip. I usually don't like colored, super crazy pink colors, but I like this one. I like it. I like it a lot. So this is called Satin Pink. You can only get her in the nude box. I think you can find a single too. All right, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you have any questions about any of our products or becoming a beauty influencer for pharmacy, getting half off of your products, and how to build a small business if you choose, doing what I do, hashtag opportunity below. I'm going to head on off here, take a couple quick pictures, go reheat my coffee, and curl back up in front of a movie. If you need me, you know what to do. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on, all your flutters. And I will see you when I see you. Mwah.